All right, we're live. Throwback to the past. This is going to be a late night Lombardi about fixing the 49ers run defense, which I think is the core problem facing the 49ers, especially on that side of the ball today. But just watch Thursday Night Football. I happen to be in Nashville of all places. Now, the Titans, the hometown team, they lost. They didn't play here. They played in Pittsburgh, which is probably an hour flight away, not far away. We were in Pittsburgh, 2 months ago? It's November 2nd, less than 2 months ago. We're there on September 10th. And the former 49er, Kwon Alexander, had the game-winning interception. Who remembers Kwon Alexander? And he had it off Will Levis. I think it'd always be perfect if Will Levis played at Levi's Stadium. Doesn't have the apostrophe in his name. But anyway, rookie quarterback out of Kentucky. Looked like he might have some magic in him. Started moving Tennessee with the help of a penalty down the field, and then he threw the pick to Kwon Alexander. I remember Kwon just calling everything legendary back in the day. In fact, I still remember writing an article about that. Legendary Kwon Alexander, David Lombardi. Let's search that really fast. Right here. Here it is. Oh, this is perfect. We're going to have the blast for the past right on the channel. This is such 2019 49ers vibes. This was the piece I wrote on January 16th, leading up, I believe, to the NFC Championship game, which I think was on January 20th. The power of positive thinking. Kwon Alexander's Hot Boys with two. I remember he always told me, I asked him, how do you spell it? He said it's Hot Boys with two Z's. That was Kwon's big thing. And the 49ers winning exuberance. So Kwon Alexander would never call something good. You could ask him, hey, how's your day going, Kwon? He would never say good. He would say legendary. Legendary. How's your day going? Legendary. And he said that he wanted to manifest positive energy, and he didn't think that good was legendary enough, because I can't say good enough. It wasn't legendary enough to manifest positive energy. Anyway, Kwon had the winning interception today for the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Tennessee Titans. The 49ers, I don't even remember hearing Kwon Alexander's name in week one. I knew that Kwon was on the roster for the Steelers, but he didn't make a play against the 49ers. And the thing is, that game got out of hand relatively quick. I mean, the 49ers just started pouring it on early against the Steelers. So, and then maybe Pittsburgh had a little bit of a shot to get back into it, but that's when the long 65-yard Christian McCaffrey run happened. Anyway, winter is coming in the Eastern time zone. I remember it was nice and warm in Pittsburgh that weekend. Remember touring the city, and now we're sitting here after Halloween. It's November 2nd, and Pittsburgh playing at home against Tennessee. It was real kind of crisp fall-like conditions. We're 8 weeks into this thing. This is week 9 now. The 49ers have the bye week. It's amazing where this journey has already taken us. 5 straight 49ers wins, 3 straight 49ers losses, a bye week, and they're going to be playing Jacksonville next. So that's our little Kwon Alexander interlude. I had to feature him because he had the winning interception tonight on Thursday Night Football against the hometown team of where I'm at. I'm right in Nashville as we speak, but wasn't a home game. You know, they're going to build a new stadium here in Nashville. They just got it all approved. They're using a crap ton of public money, but it's going to be on the same spot right across the Cumberland River from Broadway and all the crazy bars. And I'm sure they're going to have bars and restaurants as part of the new stadium complex. The 49ers played here on Thursday night, December 23rd, 2021 in the old stadium. And there's a chance that that's the last time that the 49ers visit the old Nissan Stadium. They want to build this new stadium here in Nashville really, really quickly. They're talking, I think, 4 or 5 years from now. And the 49ers only visit, unless it's the 9th game, road game, which is every other year now with a 17-game schedule. They're only on the rotation to visit AFC South cities every 8 years. They went to Cincinnati a little bit more often because that was the 17th game, right, in 2021. But the 49ers, if they only hit Nashville in the 8-year rotation, would be 2021, 2029. And I think by then they're going to have that new stadium here. Anyway, fixing the run defense. Mike cut up some clips for us. Let's take a look. I haven't seen these yet, but should be ghastly to watch because the 49ers run defense has not been any good. Oh, yeah, I remember this play. First one, Joe Mixon, Talanoa Hufanga missed tackle. Diamondo Lenore barely drags him down. Look at here. I'll just pause it. I'm just going to go through what I've noticed so far. But Javon Kinlaw gets the double team here. You don't really expect anybody to fight through that double team, but that means the guys that are absorbing single teams need to do a little bit better job winning. Kevin Givens on the left, eaten alive. Nothing going for Kevin Givens. Looks like he gambled on the wrong side. He's trying to move to the right. He might have thought that Joe Burrow didn't hand off. It looks like he's still pass rushing. Anyway, wide open hole. Dre Greenlaw can't get in there. And I mean, it's just this is blocked for 5 yards. That's the thing. It's blocked for like 5 yards before contact. That was the one that Dre Greenlaw. You don't see this very often. You don't see Dre Greenlaw getting trucked by anybody. I think he might have been favoring his shoulder or something. It just didn't seem like he was physically fully ready to throw his hat into the mix. So that tape is not good. The tape on the first play isn't good. Let's rewind this to see what happened. Everybody's getting kicked out of the club. None of the 49ers defensive linemen win on this play. It's leaving Talanoa Hufanga on that one-on-one island. And Hufanga's gotten better as a tackler since early last season, but Joe Mixon beats him one-on-one there. There's Kinlaw. Not really good leverage from Kinlaw either against the double team. You got to stay lower. Joe Burrow running. I remember this. He escaped the pocket. Man, this is not fun tape for the 49ers. This was the quarterback draw. This is the one play that I thought was most inexcusable from Steve Wilkes in the first half. This was third and about 11, maybe 10 from midfield. This is prime quarterback draw territory. Look at the 49ers. They're in their wide 9. You could really, from this angle, you could see just how stretched out that kind of formation is. There are several yards in between each of these pass rushers. Anyway, the wide 9, what it does, because you see the offensive line bunched up, this theoretically gives Randy Gregory on the right side and Nick Bosa on the left side the speed advantage in pass rushing. They could go around the hoop. We call it going around the hoop to the quarterback. The problem is that if you're in a wide 9 and the back 7 is in a deep zone drop on 3rd and 10, the quarterback is going to have a free run toward a first down. There's no spy on Joe Burrow here, and he realizes that. So he takes the snap, surveys the field for half a second, and then says, okay, quarterback draw, here I come. Because the wide 9 creates a hole in and of itself, and then there is no Fred Warner or Dre Greenlaw to challenge Joe Burrow. He doesn't hit contact until Talanoa Hufanga, defensive back, gets him. This is a lost edge from Nick Bosa. Bosa's been good this year. I'm not going to pretend that Bosa's been bad this year. A lot of people are trying to act like he's been bad. This was a bad play, though. He's got a tight end on him, I believe. No, that's a lineman. Tackles on Nick Bosa. They had a tight end on him a little bit earlier in the game. Didn't work as well. But anyway, Nick Bosa's got to maintain leverage on the outside shoulder. Look at him going to the inside shoulder. That's what the Bengals want. As soon as he goes inside shoulder right here, Joe Mixon's got his foot in the ground. He'll cut, and he's going to be able to beat Nick Bosa to the outside. That's a lost edge right there. The 49ers do need to do a better job setting edges. That's one that Nick Bosa didn't get. Is this going to be the double miss sack? Oh, you bet it is. Oh, no. This set the tone for the football game. What a play by Joe Burrow. You do have to tip your cap to some extent, but, I mean, the 49ers had perfect coverage on this play. And the pass rush actually did what it was supposed to. It collapsed the pocket. It backed offensive linemen into Burrow's lap. Keep in mind, it's 3rd and 10 at this point. And right here, he's not looking downfield anymore. And right here, Eric Armstead literally has his arms on Joe Burrow. Armstead told me after the game that he just didn't get low enough. His technique is to get lower. It's hard in that chaos, but he was too high, and Joe Burrow has got strong legs. Spins out of it, and then Nick Bosa gets peeled off of him by one of the linemen. So that's how Burrow gets away from the second would-be sacker. And then Fred Warner sprints in, late blitz, just, not really a blitz, just he had a free shot at Burrow. Nails him, big hit, but what a throw. What a throw. You can't cover for that long. You can't realistically expect Charvarius Ward to cover for that long. Screen defense. It's got to be better. Oh, that's terrible. Jeez, that's ugly. Right here, good screen defense would involve a proper angle from Fred Warner and a proper angle from Dre Greenlaw. Neither of them deliver proper angles. Oren Burks, after the Minnesota game, we talked about screen passes. He said, when you talk about screens, and it's all about effort and desire, and you got to be willing to fight through blocks. And neither of these two guys fight through blocks. Look at Greenlaw just get kicked out. I mean, Greenlaw's kicked way off the screen. These are two half-hearted angles from Warner and Greenlaw. So the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan said the 49ers look tired on tape. This is what he means. Warner and Greenlaw are just aimlessly running around at this point. We'll rewind a little bit more. Watch Warner, watch Greenlaw. This is not high-energy pursuit. That's tired, aimless pursuit. And it turns into free yardage on the screen. This is the first play that we watched. We get to see it from the other angle now. Now we get to see who got double-teamed, who got stuffed over there at the line. This is back to the screen pass. Not a good look for the linebackers. 49ers hope they're going to be fresher out of the bye. I don't see any double teams happening in the frame right here. It's just another low-energy play for the 49ers. Kyle Shanahan said that the biggest issue he had in this game was how tired the 49ers looked. Now, here's the issue. They had every reason to look tired in this football game against Cincinnati. Short week. They're coming off the Central Time Zone trip to Minneapolis. But the 49ers, this is not their fault, but it's that card that they've been dealt, right? The hand that they've been dealt. They have the toughest schedule as far as travel and rest goes in the NFL. They have 20 fewer rest days through, if you calculate all the travel, the lost days in there, it's relative rest days compared to their opponents. So, for example, Cincinnati was coming off of a bye week. So Cincinnati was like +8 in this game on the 49ers. The 49ers were coming off a short week. Cincinnati was coming off of a bye. 49ers are on their bye right now, but Jacksonville is also on a bye, so the 49ers don't have any net rest advantage in this game. So the net rest advantage for the 49ers this season is -20. So they're going to have to tighten their belts right now. They're going to have to suck it in. They're going to have to, just play big boy football the rest of this year. It's not going to be fair. You're going to have to win grimy this year because the league has set it up to be grimy for the 49ers. A -20 net rest day advantage is insane. But that's just the hand that the 49ers have been dealt. And we saw their first reaction to that hand against Cincinnati. They looked tired as hell. They had every reason to be tired as hell, but they got their asses kicked. You saw the effort. You saw the fatigue at the line. The 49ers are going to have to be much, much better moving forward. Now, it's going to be a net zero rest advantage against Jacksonville. So fatigue and all that, it's not going to be an excuse in this game. But there are going to be games beyond this over the course of the rest of the season where the 49ers are going to have to deliver against a team that is much fresher than them. And that's what we mean when we talk about the 49ers needing to win grimy this season. All right, those of you just joining, it was Thursday Night Football. We called it back to Kwon Alexander because Kwon had the big game-winning interception today, sealed it for Pittsburgh against the Tennessee Titans. Today, we had the 49ers midseason evaluation where Chase Young can boost a languishing defense. And tomorrow, we're going to have the offensive version of this. We're going to go to Brock Purdy, who's been really good this year. We're going to talk about the 49ers offensive line, which has not been very good this year. We're going to talk about Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, all of whom have produced this year. And we're just going to set the parameters for the 49ers offense after reviewing what they have done over the first 8 games of this season. So the defense, we all know that it's fallen off a cliff here over the past 2. Hasn't been great over the past 3. So the defense has a prescribed set of goals for it, which I outline in this article. Chase Young can help it out. That's obviously in the headline. The offense is a different story. The 49ers offense has been better than the defense so far this year. But there are still things to fix, such as that offensive line play. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to take a peek at the question section. And then I'm going to get going probably shortly thereafter. Smash that like button. Jason said that was one of the worst games he'd seen from Fred Warner. Me too. Andrew thinks that Feliciano will dominate. Feliciano is going to be filling in for Aaron Banks at left guard. Aaron Banks got the turf toe. Jason can't wait to see Chase Young in red and gold. Well, you'll probably see him in white and gold first. I'm guessing the 49ers will be in their road uniforms in Jacksonville, but you never know. Maybe Jacksonville will want to wear the home whites and put the 49ers in red on the road. Yes, the Jags are red hot. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. 5-2 football team against the they're 6-2, aren't they? Yeah, it's going to be the 6-2 Jaguars against the 5-3 49ers. The 49ers playing against the team with a better record. All right. Fun stuff, everybody. Wanted to do a little Thursday night post-game show. I know it's the bye week, so it's time to take it a little bit easier, but hope everybody had a good time watching today and hope everybody has a chance to tune in over the weekend. Remember, tomorrow I'm going to have the 49ers offense midseason evaluation. It's going to be coming out on The Athletic right at the crack of morning. So be ready to read that and then watch that. And I'll have some actually really good food tomorrow, probably. Really good on location stuff. I've got a few things up my sleeve. Everybody have a good Thursday night. We'll talk to you soon.